I don't see
Okay,
it.
so today, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another lesson. We are doing the mid lesson. This is the mid lesson, right?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
good.
sure, something
Okay,
like
right,
that.
thankful
Yeah.
for that. We are back with a mid lesson. We have our trusty teacher. This video will be a lesson followed by a video of us perfectly following the lesson instructions.
So if you're excited for it, please leave a like and drop a comment, um, and we'll get right into it.
Yeah, please leave a like and comments. It really
Yeah.
helps. The first one got like 100,000 views, and the next one got like 2,000.
This bit was built into my PowerPoint. Okay.
Oh, okay. Shush.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Go on.
Okay, this is Dota Lesson 5 by no one. I've been trapped in a basement for 10 weeks. They haven't let me out. They haven't let me out. That last video, it didn't get enough views. And do you know why? It's all your fault. It's all your fault, viewers. This is a robbery. I've turned to a life of crime, and I need you to put all the likes and subs in the bag, okay? 100 likes, or I put this fucking series out of its misery, okay?
Please, we don't want to end this series. Keep
Yeah.
it alive, guys.
Yeah. You better comment, you better watch the whole thing, go on your alt account, watch it again, okay? 100 likes. Okay, so today we're talking about the mid lane. Now, I'm no mid lane god, but I looked it up and I played 750 games on the mid lane. And I watched them high level mids. So this is my vision of the mid lane. It seems to line up with what the high MMR players say. I'm
Wait.
probably going to get roasted by the comments more for this than any I've given yet.
Did
But
you
also
say
the
you
mid
played
lane's in
less
a
than
weird place.
50 games in mid?
150.
750.
We both said
750. Okay.
I thought I said
Yeah.
150.
750, yeah.
We both decided.
Okay, right.
Yeah. I've never been a mid main, but you know, I end up there a lot. Okay.
He dabbles.
Yeah, so the mid's in a weird place right now. When they made the map bigger, it changed mid lane up a lot, and that's only been like the last year. So currently, this is my vision of what makes a mid hero. So I think you need both of these things on the left. I think you need strong wave clear and a mid game power spike. That's because and then you need to be able to do two of these things on the right. I think you need to be able to stack and farm the jungle, or control the runes, or push towers, or gank. So generally in the mid lane, it eventually comes down to who can push the wave harder. If you can push the wave into the enemy, you make them farm under tower, so they're going to be missing last hits. Also, if they go and do anything else while the lane's under their tower, then they're just losing farm. So ideally, you want to be able to be the one who can push the wave into them harder after, like level 5, let's say. And then that frees you up to go and do these other things. So you go shove the wave in, and then you go stack the jungle, and then you go push it in, stack the jungle, and then you go push it in, farm the jungle. You push it in, and then you get a rune, right? You'll see that in high level games. Every time they're going for runes, they're both trying to push the wave in first. Because if the wave's under your tower and you go for a rune, you're missing out on a ton of shit, right? Obviously, if you can kill the towers, the other guy leaves lane, you just push it in and kill his tower. Or you push it in, you go gank, and then you're missing less farm while you're gone, right?
Yeah.
So I think pretty much everyone in here tends to line up with that. I think that's what makes a mid.
Witch Doctor.
Yeah, there's definitely some off meta that's not in here. I made this 10 days ago. So this is old. It's still the most recent patch. But even some of the newer weird mids, like Keeper of the Light, like in Earth Spirit, what makes them good mids is that they can still clear the wave really fast. And like Husker, I think he's like the only one in here who doesn't really have great wave clear, and I think he's like one of the worst mids this patch.
Oh, great. Well, that's why I put the thumbnail around, because that's what I was going to play, so that's brilliant.
Oh, okay. Well, don't listen to Sherlock, okay? Sherlock says something's good, it's bad, okay?
Oh, Sherlock me out again.
Famously, especially when there was less restart of the map, the mids were like assholes. When there was only one courier, the mid would use it for the whole first 10 minutes, and like everyone else had to walk to base to get their items.
So is that why you dabble in mid and you're not a full committed mid because you don't want to admit you're an asshole?
I think most of my mid lane games have come recently, actually, because mid is like no one wants to play mid anymore. Mid's like the autofill games. If you queue every role, you're kind of likely to get mid. Because like a lot of the famous mid heroes don't really work there anymore, and then you end up fighting like the sweatiest guy on the other team. Mid lane, since it's a 1v1, you're both trying to like big dick each other, outplay each other in every small thing, use all the little mechanics in the game, right? And you're more like, if there's a Smurf on the enemy team, you're probably fighting them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on to the next thing. So
Oh God, no, not last hits.
yes,
Phew.
in mid, when you're trying to figure out because everything should be a trade in mid, right? I think we've mentioned this before, but you're always trying to trade something for something, and when you're trying to figure out what you want to go for, generally, and this is one of the stuff I've got from 10K mid laners in their YouTube videos. Heard this from 2 or 3 of them. This is the priorities. Last hitting is your first priority, denying is your second, and harassing is your third. So if you have the option to last hit or deny, you go for the last hit, right? If you have the option to deny or hit the enemy, you go for the deny. And as far as making everything a trade, especially if you're like losing the lane, you can kind of use this to still get something. So say you're losing the lane, if you try and last hit and they try and deny, they're going to get the deny every time. You can set it up so they have a last hit to get, well, you have a last hit to get, and then you're both getting a last hit because they can deny yours and they're missing a last hit. You know, knowing your power spikes, I think I backseated you in a mid game, and this came up where I was like, "Hey, once this person hits level 6, they're gonna kill you," and then you stayed around after they hit level 6 and you died, right? You remember
Yes,
this?
I
It
do
was
remember.
sad. Yeah, he was playing
Yeah.
Huskar, and I told him once this Viper is level 6, he's gonna kill you, and then he did.
That sounds like something Sam would do.
Yeah.
Can you give me like the lottery numbers next time or something?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah, if I'm backseating you,
can
I'll tell you when people are gonna kill you.
off my
um,
One Piece box is gonna have a manga. Right?
think about the matchup. It's a lot easier to think about the matchups in mid because there's half as many heroes involved, which makes it like 4 times easier. There's just
Yeah.
you and the other guy. This is gonna be hard for you guys while you're working on your game knowledge, but once you know what all the heroes do, or you can read or ask chat or something, or ask each other, hey, do you know what
Say
this guy
read.
does? Yeah, I'm sorry, I won't mention the.
Read. You know
That
he's
one,
dyslexic, right?
I do. I'm the chief proponent of of dyslexia awareness for you two. Yeah. Um, and then I think rune controlled map awareness as the mid. You're depending on which type of mid you are. If you're like the very mobile ganking type of mid, especially, um, but being in once again some mids they just can't really control the runes. But anything you can do to control the runes. So say on Meepo, if you can right before the rune spawn send a Meepo to each rune, then you're always going to get it. Right? That's like one of the best rune controls there is. Or on like Invoker, you can go to one, send the Forged Spirit to the other, and if they're coming to the other, you kill the Forged Spirit. Right? Templar Assassin can put down traps at each rune, so she can at least see both of them, and she can like slow the enemy if they're getting near it. And map awareness, if you can be aware of one, if you're getting ganked, because the supports are most likely to come gank you from the side lanes, because you're closer. I'm now at the portal, but people don't use the portal for ganking at your level really. But also if you can be aware of where kills are possible, which lanes need your help, all sorts of stuff like that. I think we'll talk about that a bit more later.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about 3 mechanics I've not taught you about before, one of which I believe you get yelled at about by chat all the time, and I've withheld.
You withheld it on purpose.
How I can't explain this shit through Twitch chat. Okay, it's okay. So I'm gonna show you the first wave of a mid. All these are within the last 10 days. The first one we're gonna do is one of my games because it's the most illustrative. So the same pattern's gonna happen here. Some bullshit's gonna happen at the bounty runes. Let the camera catch up to me. These are all 2 times speed, by the way, just to get through this faster. Then I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna block the creeps. Now, what you can lock
I've
the
seen
camera
people
on
do
your...
that, to be fair.
Yeah,
I've only
yeah.
just started nursing that.
I do it on
The
the
idea is so the creeps start closer to you.
Yeah.
If you could start where you're uphill and the other has to be downhill to farm, like that's a big advantage.
Yeah.
Right. So what you can do is you can lock the camera on your hero. I think you either tap and hold the select hero button or double tap and hold. There's a setting that changes it. So I think for you guys, you double tap and hold F1. And that will lock the camera on your hero, and you can just like wiggle back and forth, hit some S commands to like stop and body block them back.
Well, James, you have to use WASD to move your camera if you just lock it on yourself.
Fuck that.
No, the lock's not permanent. There's no camera lock like League. There's no one who plays the camera locked all the time, but almost everyone does camera lock for this specific thing. But you have to be like holding the button down to do it. So anyway, block this to try and get the wave where I want it, and you'll see he blocked it better.
Yeah,
because I'm
definitely.
not a
You
mid expert.
fucking suck. But sorry, keep going.
Yep. So on to the next thing. So this is the thing. This is creep aggro. So I've talked to you on support before about how to not draw creep aggro, right? On support, I told you like go far away and then right click the guy and then walk up and hit him. So on mid, you actually want to draw creep aggro, and you kind of want to do it in off lane too. Any lane you can abuse this. If you attack an enemy hero near enemy creeps with as closer than the range creep, right? The distance is 400. The range creep's attack distance is also 400. So that's like if you're closer than this, you'll be
Yeah.
drawing aggro. So right now you can see I just gave an attack command on the invoker. That's gonna make the creeps chase me, and he is doing the exact same thing to me right now, and my creeps are gonna chase him. Oh, I restarted the whole thing. Oops. I don't know what I pressed to do that. Okay. But anyway, you'll see I do this. I attack him, pull the creeps back. He attacks me, pulls the creeps back.
Yeah.
Now the
Yeah.
creeps are all attacking our range creep. The range creep is worth more than the other creeps, worth like 30% more or something.
Okay.
Right.
So generally, the range creep is like your bare minimum for what you're willing to use a spell on in mid. To get a range creep's worth using a spell or to deny the range creep from them. And then it's like if you can get a melee creep and harass them, if you can get 2 melee creeps, if you can get the flag creeps too, because they give double gold, right? So now both our creep waves are attacking the range creep, and we're both going to try and deny the range creep from each other, and we're both going to try and use a spell to get the other person's range creep. This
Okay.
also very common. So he's going to use a Sunstrike to get that while I try to deny it, and then I'm going to use my spell to get that range creep. I think that was the end. So those are the three concepts that of one, body blocking the creep wave. Almost everyone's going to do this. Drawing creep aggro. Another thing, in side lanes, you can keep drawing it back every 3 seconds. You do it again. So like follow you for 3 seconds and stop. And you can like completely separate the creep waves. So in off lane, you can like completely steal the creep wave away with this shit
Okay.
and pull it all the way back to your tower.
So you
that-
can last hit your own minions with spells then.
No, when I'm saying to use it to deny a minion, I like James, do you remember when you were playing Invoker against OD, and every time you go for a last hit, OD would stun you, like pull you into the whatever?
It was
Oh yeah, just a
Yeah,
spell
so
to stop
stuff
it.
like that. Yeah,
Outworld.
yeah, stuff to lower their attack damage, stun them, push them away, whatever,
Okay. Yeah.
disarm them right before. Yeah, so just to make it so they can't contest,
Yeah.
or stuff that gives you more attack damage or something. Though, like Templar says, and her thing gives her more attack damage. I think that works on denies. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
So the next one of these, maybe you're like, okay, Joe, that happens in your games. You kind of suck. You're whatever. This here is BZM. At the time I did this, BZM is the highest rated mid player in the world. He's the mid player for Team OG. So let's see how his mid lane goes. He's the Wind Ranger here. So you're gonna see the same thing. Some bullshit's gonna happen at the bounty runs. He backs off. He body blocks the creep wave, locking the camera onto him. He does way better than I do at it, of course.
It's just a legit. It's a wiggle match. It's literally like a fucking mating dance.
He still doesn't get it. So there's a little more complexity here, but he just did the thing. He just attacked and drew the creeps onto him. This guy attacks and draws the creeps onto his range creep. He's going to try and deny it. This guy uses a spell to nuke it. And then this guy actually does some stuff here to stop him from getting the last hit by like getting the creeps to chase him. But now he has 2 range creeps. This guy's going to try and use a spell to get him. Misses because he's just so good at the game, and he misses that one. But you get the point of they do the body block. They pull the aggro back onto the range creep. One guy tries to deny the range creep. The other guy tries to use a spell to take it, probably.
Yeah.
So then you might be like, okay, but that's just a pub game. What about pro games? So this was the grand finals of Dream League. Team Falcons versus Team Gaming Gladiators, the 2 best teams in the world right now. Pretty much they're the only ones winning tournaments. So let's look at this. Some bullshit happens at the bounty runs. And then he doesn't even finish doing that. He comes back to block his creep wave. And okay. Let's see here. That guy draws the creeps back to attack his range creep. He does the same thing, tries to draw him back onto his range creep. Then he uses a spell and harasses this guy and gets the last hit. Well, he is also using a spell to kill this range creep. Okay? Yeah, so I'm not pulling this out of my ass. That's a pattern you're going to see almost every mid game. Those are 3 skills to work on. And you can use that side lanes too. That can all be pretty applicable. On the Radiant safe lane, you do not want to block your creep wave. It means too close to your tower.
Right, okay.
Either safe lane on Dire, it meets a bit farther out, so you can do it a bit. On a Radiant, if you do it and they don't, it's a stun to your tower. Okay. On to the next. Oops. Okay. So vision and runes. So you're on mid, you kind of always want some observer ward. It doesn't need to see the runes necessarily, because it's early on, you're not going to get ganked for the first like 4 minutes, probably, unless they're doing something crazy. And you know the water runes are going to spawn on both sides, 2 minutes and 4 minutes. There's some things you can do. If it is night, the towers can't see to their full attack range. So if you want to know if the enemy has a rune or has vision, you can go walk to like just inside the edge of their tower's attack range at night, which at the start of the game it generally is. And if the tower attacks you, you know they have vision there, and you can try and deward that or whatever. And if it doesn't attack you, then they don't have a ward there. Same would go for just something that's like behind trees that the tower wouldn't see or whatever. So the first observer ward is more about seeing uphill to the other side of the river when you're fighting. So if they're uphill and you're not, you can see them, see what they're doing, hit them, try and end with skill shot.
So if you're behind a tree, like in the off lane, behind a tree in the off lane, and in the turret range, it will attack you because it can't see you.
Yeah, correct. The trees can't see, or the towers can't see through trees. I don't think there are many spots in the side lanes where it's useful.
I just didn't know. No, because I just. Oh yeah, can you plant a tree?
You can use this trick on any tower though if it's night and you walk
I
inside
just
the
mean in
edge.
general, like when you're going. So, say you've just killed a person under their turret. Like, say you're Radiant side and you've just killed your on the off lane, top lane. You've just killed a person and you're under the turret. So the best place to walk is to the trees, because
Yeah,
you'll lose vision or
theoretically. You're probably walking a little slower through the trees, so if there's like a person chasing you, but yeah, if there's no person chasing you, then yeah. So the next thing is be ready for the rune spawns and have vision, especially if you right at the start of the game, like 0 minutes, put down a ward, it's gonna die right before 6 minutes, and you're not gonna have vision of that rune. So you want to be ready for when the rune spawn, whatever, push out the wave, maybe have a support come and secure a rune if it's really important in your matchup. There's some matchups where it's really important, some where it like barely matters.
Yeah.
Let's see, vision of the high ground, I think I mentioned. That's part of that first word. All the words really are to give you vision of the other side of the high ground. You can also get a sense if they have vision of you up on the high ground, that there's a word somewhere. Also, you can get a sense if they shoot right to the correct rune that they have a vision of one of the runes. Right? They can have a vision of the one that didn't spawn and know it's on the other side. But if every time they're guessing the rune right, that you know that they have some vision.
Yeah.
I would say ward the side more likely to get ganked. If you got to choose, put it on my left or right. Think about which lane you think someone's more likely to come and gank you from.
Like if there's a spirit breaker in one lane,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they're probably gonna get ganked from that more.
Yeah,
likely.
if one lane's like a spirit breaker and I don't know, like an underlord, where the underlord's gonna be fine on his own, and the spirit breaker loves to gank, and then the other lane's like a dazzle and an anti-mage, where the anti-mage needs the dazzle to babysit him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you can use your spells to scare the runes, especially if you have mobility spells, like Nature's Prophetess, teleport, or like we talked earlier about, like TA has her traps she can use to get vision, slow the other dude down, whatever. You can deny the runes as a last resort. So it's the same as towers, where you actually have to give an attack command and click on it. Like even if you have the setting, you can't just right click on it. So you actually have to hit A or whatever the fuck it is for James and left click on the rune.
So you can actually attack the rune to destroy it.
Yep. Yeah, if you're not gonna get it, say you're like a sniper and you have really long range though, you can still just kill the rune in front of their face. And if they do get the rune, especially if you know what the rune is, but either way, if they get those 6, 8, 10 minute runes, warn the side lanes, specifically the one that is on the side that got the rune. Because they got an invis or a double damage, and it's like they got the bot one, then you need to tell your bot lane that like this guy's coming with an invis, or just call missing like a bunch and give a bunch of X pings. This next slide is pretty simple. It's just what's written here. For last sitting under a tower, this is all T1 towers. The farther the tower goes, the creeps get more health as the game goes on. The towers do more damage the deeper they are. So it's just for tier 1 towers. For range creeps, it's just 3 tier 1 tower hits and then a hero hit. That'll do it. You just let the tower hit it 3 times and you hit it. Melee creeps and flag creeps, they have the same health. The flag creeps give like an HP regen aura, but it doesn't matter much. You have to do one hit to prepare it. This is if it's full health. If like the wave's hitting it, that kind of counts as the hit. Then the tower's going to hit it a few times, and then you do a hero hit. Right?
Okay.
That'll get it. Catapults, it's a total shit shoot. The towers do such a different damage to the catapult every hit that there's basically no predicting it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just have to try.
I see a catapult literally go from full health to like a
Mhm.
quarter health from one turret.
Yeah, the tower can do like 100 damage to it or 50 damage to it, you know, and it's like, so it's just really impossible to calculate.
Yeah.
There are some people who like do crazy stuff like dropping items. I know the exact numbers, but okay. Items
Yes.
and regen. So first, I just wanted to talk about the start items mid. They probably look pretty different than what you're used to seeing, right?
Yeah.
These are not inventories you're used to seeing. A lot of these, it's because they're saving for a bottle. They don't spend all their money. They like this. They're spending like 300 gold and then getting a bottle. When they get the 2 bounty runes like kill wave, they want that bottle by 2 minutes for that first set of runes.
Okay.
And then some of them they'll start with stuff like this, where like they think a magic wand's gonna be really good, and they're gonna like ship tangos out to them later. But generally, it's a little different than the side lanes. You're always spending all your money. You're sending the courier back and forth more often. You're planning to buy items like immediately after getting the bounty runes. Generally, a lot of the stuff. Also, the reason they're getting more than 3 branches is depends. Like in this one, they're getting 3 branches and a wand, right? Is because they're planning to eat those branches because one, the extra regen and like spending the extra 50 gold for the extra regen is more worth it mid, but also there's not many trees mid. So like walking all the way back to eat a tree isn't as worth it mid. Just putting one down in front of you and eating it tends to be more worth it. And a lot of them also start with an observer ward to just put down mid. You can put it either off to the other side. Some people put it even under their own tower so they can protect it better as long as it sees to the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Especially the first one. And then this is a trick that none of you are ever going to use, but are you ready? Yes, yeah, so this is just to show the Dagon's just to show that it's the same damage every time. Okay, so here this Void Spirit is gonna get Dagoned. These are very normal Void Spirit items for when he's like level 6 or 7. It's like 12 minutes into the game or something. These are his normal items. So first, he's just gonna use his 3 bottle charges to heal up in this first scenario. Okay. Okay. Okay, and you end up at 800 health here out of basically 1,000, right? Yeah. So this is not using tricks. And then this next one, I'm gonna refresh everything, zap him. Now I turned the boots onto intelligence, put the bracer and the wand in my backpack. What this does is it lowers my health, right? So that bottle is gonna heal me for 300 or whatever. Now I've lowered my health, so 300 health will be full health. Right, so if you have an item that's going to heal you a flat amount, when you change your health stays like the same percent. So if you're at 80% health, you change your stats, you're still at 80% health. So you lower your health, do 300 healing, now you're at full health, then you grab the items again, go to full. If you're not in this practice mode, when you move items between the backpack and stuff, they are off for 6 seconds, so you can just move them down, move them back up and do this. Since when the practice mode, they turn on instantly, and I have to keep them in the backpack.
Okay,
but here, I'm gonna put those items in my backpack, put my boots on int, which lowers my total strength by 17, I believe. And then I put them back up, and my dude's at full health. So I got 200 extra healing out of that.
So if you pick, do you have to actually drop it in your backpack? Like
you can drop it on the ground.
I was just saying, I mean, like,
no, people do that to avoid the 6 seconds, but then every now and then they destroy their items, or an enemy destroys their items. There are a lot of clips of people destroying a 6,000 gold item by accident, putting this stuff on the ground.
I mean, like, if say you clicked on the wand just to pick it up, because you're gonna drag it to your backpack.
Yeah, it has to go in the backpack.
Okay, so if you just pick it up and then like let go, it's still in your inventory. Does it not go to the 6 seconds thing, or does it not count?
Right. Yeah, and especially you'll see with treads, it's very if you watch any high level player, anytime they have treads, they're doing this. Like every time they cast a spell to do the opposite, they'll put them on intelligence, cast the spell, and then put them back on agility or whatever. And they use the smaller percentage of their mana to cast that spell, and they can cast that spell more times. So you can do this in the opposite when you're spending health and mana.
Sounds complicated.
Yes. It's just one of those things that like eventually you practice. Like you just like spend 5 games playing a hero who's going to buy treads, and like I played anti-mage, and every time I blinked on anti-mage, I put my treads on intelligence. and I just did that for like 5 games straight, and then I was pretty used to it. And then I started working on like every time I'm gonna use my bottle as a mid, I'm gonna swap these items into my backpack because it does. It lets you get like 2 extra spells in lane, and it lets you tank 2 extra spells. Like that's actually huge.
Yeah.
Like it is huge. It's a big ask. It's really annoying. It's definitely one of those like was a bug now a feature type things.
Yeah.
But it can be a big difference. Is that my last slide? So I think we have one last slide, and then we're done. So ganking's the last thing. A lot of mids have to gank. A lot of them don't. There's a like kind of a pressure on mid to gank, and some heroes just don't gank. But you should be thinking about which lanes you can impact, right? If there's a lane with like I don't know, like a dazzle and a necrophos, and you do all physical damage, it's like what am I gonna do there? But if there's some lane with like some squishy carry, he's low health. There's another thing here talking about power spikes. If like you have a faceless void on your team and he just hit level 6, you want to be getting to his lane when he hits level 6 because he's gonna do a big ult. And if you're there right when that happens, they're not level 6. He is. You're gonna be there, get the kill, whatever. You normally want to gank after getting a rune or call missing if you don't get the rune. So you're gonna push your lane out before the rune comes in, then grab like say a double damage is there or a haste rune, then go gank. And if you don't get the rune, you call missing. Do a one-way TP to save time. Either you TP to the lane or you TP home. So you're missing fewer waves. If you walk all the way there and walk all the way back, you're just missing too much.
Yeah.
So generally you're gonna TP home or back to your lane after the gank. Sometimes you have to walk to base because you got beat up or whatever. But you can have a support take over the lane, especially since one of you guys might be playing support, right? One of you might be playing mid, the other's playing 4. You can say like, hey, I'm gonna go like, can you come secure this rune for me and then take over the lane? So like you'll come down, you'll like sit at the top rune right when it's gonna spawn. Either it spawns on yours or it doesn't, he gets the other one. Then he'll say, okay, I just got a double damage. I'm gonna go gank. You take over the lane. You can get like 2 levels, some farm. You keep the lane from pushing into his tower. And it can be like game winning if you can let a support take over your lane and hit level 6 before they support.
And that's
and
every
then
10 minutes?
The power runes, yeah. I know you can gank for other reasons, but I think generally the power runes are when you want to think about it. If you just got a power rune, if you just got an invis rune, whatever. And sometimes you get like the shield rune, and that's like that would be more like a tower dive rune, which also I'm gonna mention tower diving. Tower diving is like way more important on mid because you're the one doing the ganking, you're the one trying to make it work, you're the one trying to like get the guy who would normally have barely gotten away. So
okay,
if you can
notes, Sam.
Yeah. So if you can
Again.
practice tower diving and study the tower aggro and figure out ways to stop the tower from hitting you. So if there's a creep wave under tower, you can hit them, and then right when a creep's going to die, stop hitting them so the tower keeps hitting the creeps, and then you go hit them again. Or if you're both going under a tower, if you can learn how to swap the tower's aggro between the two of you, like if one of you's getting hit too much, you start trying to swap aggro off you. The other guy, he can start spamming attacks on an enemy hero to make the tower want to hit him instead. While the other guy's trying to swap it off of him. Stuff like that. On like I play lone druid mid sometimes. I will have the bear spam right clicks on the enemy hero. I just tell my hero to right click the guy, and then I select my bear and I spam right click so the tower's going to hit my bear and not hit me. If you get an illusion rune, you can try and get the illusions to tank the tower damage. Stuff like that. And if you can learn to do that really well, you can make a lot more kills that otherwise wouldn't happen. So there are going to be a lot of people who are getting away with 100 health. And if you can get good at tower diving, you can make that work. Also be aware if you're tower diving, the enemy team can teleport in. That's something that's not really in League, right?
But... yeah, it is. I've had that happen a couple of times where I'm going for like the kills and stuff, and then all of a sudden the entire team turns up like that.
Like I linked you that video, and I'm sure you all watched it, of course, talking about what Team Falcons does to be really good. And one thing they'll do is they'll force the supports to teleport to one side of the map and then go do a gank on the other side of them. Because they know that no one's going to teleport in to save that guy. Right? So if you know that the enemy supports has teleported somewhere, you can go gank the other side. No one's going to help them.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, think about all power spikes. Because I talked about thinking about power spikes mid, but also in the side lanes. Don't gank a lane where the enemy just spiked in power. Try to gank a lane where your guys just spiked in power. Your guy just finished an item. Your guy just hit a big level. Your support just grab next P rune or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's actually the last slide.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, I tried to make it quick. So the last one was like an hour and a half, and then didn't get edited down, and then it got no views.
Discord.
I edited like the bullshit down, like the yapping,
The bullshit.
the yapping in between. But I left like the core lesson up there, and there's just too much.
It should have been. I think during the lesson, I said you should split this into 2 parts.
Okay, so this isn't actually
Jesus, why so loud? Holy fuck.
me. Turn me down.
Why are you just loud now?
Okay, so this isn't
Please
actually
stop.
what.
Shut up. So fucking loud. How do I
Turn me
you
down in Discord. What the fuck? Why am I saying so high up?
I'm trying to turn you down, but I don't know how.
Right. Can I do the intro now? Are you done?
No, I genuinely don't know how to turn you down.
Okay, well just deal with me being loud.
Oh, no, there we go.
Okay, so this isn't actually the game after the lesson. The volume was fucked up because I used OBS and it's a shit software. So now we're going to play it again. We only have one try, one game to get something good here. So
One chance.
one opportunity.
I don't know the rest.
And this is the last chance you'll... Wait, is it? The last chance you'll ever get? One spaghetti. Okay, we're going to play the game. Where even is he?
Strength, middle, all the way on the left.
Ah, sorry. I thought it was agility for some reason.
Was that right? Oh my god.
Yeah, he was. Wait, was that just off, like, brain knowledge?
Brain knowledge? Nah.
Just brain knowledge. Are you playing a bit of Juggy?
Yeah, I played him last stream and I enjoyed him, so I'm gonna play him now and just probably not do anyone here as well. Why is everything so goddamn loud? I know why everything's loud.
Why?
Have you turned up the volume on my thing? Oh my god, just turn it up on Spotify. That's why everything's so loud. I'm literally, James is saying words and I'm deaf. I normally have it on 20, you had it on 60.
It's a bit, I have mine on 50 and it just lives at 50. You listen to stuff on 20?
Jesus Christ.
How do you hear anything at 20?
Well, cause I'm not one of those people that blast themselves to death with extremely loud music, so that every point from then on, they need it, that volume to hear it normally. Jesus Christ. James was talking, I was like, my ears were exploding.
Did anyone do the jiggle? The jiggle! Oh my god, I'm stopping him.
Keep
No.
doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it.
Fuck it.
Keep doing it.
One's gone.
Did they do it as well?
No, they're fucking beta male, that's why.
I mean, it's in the middle of the way, that's what I thought.
Oh no, I'm in the high ground.
Oh, did you get the bounty room?
Yeah.
Is it still?
Invoker aren't throwing out one spell yet.
Why is Snapfire? Snapfire is just like not being helpful at all. Oh.
I just took like an entire wave off of him. Why's Invoker's auto attacks doing more damage than mine? What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god, I'm 5 damage. Holy shit, it's over for him.
Okay, we're doing something. I was doing something.
Oh, I killed him!
Nice.
That's bull. I was just stood there just hitting him. That's ridiculous.
Snapfire, please, you're fucking it up.
I don't know where... Thing is, do you need help?
Yeah, you can come up if you want. They're
Okay,
both
fair
like pretty hurt.
This is gonna be huge. I don't know where, but... I don't know where the mid laner is. I'm coming in.
You have a stun out.
No.
Snapfire like goes for it.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Help! Snapfire, please, stun or something. Does she have a cookie?
Oh, she's dead. Oh my god, she's fucking annihilated. Oh my god, everyone's here now, what the fuck? Help! Okay, it's 3 people made.
You can do it.
No, I'm dead.
Who's mid?
The entire bot lane. Oh, and now some of the top lane as well. Everyone's mid.
First say, but I think they're going to get that tower.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
And from what I've been taught... Oh, I can attack while I do this. I'm doing what I've been taught, James.
You go for it. Yes, I got two of them. Wait, how did Dazzle get it?
Or did he use his ability?
What the fuck?
He's zapping.
He just took both my kills. This is bullshit. That's Dazzle's only 2 kills.
Well, Dazzle's supposed to be the support.
God damn it. See, now I'm trying to do a fucking video. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's beautiful. Did I not get a kill again? I'm fucking done.
Is it looking? We've got a stone.
And it's really hard to fight when Spirit Breaker's stunning me every 2 seconds.
Alright, I'm going huge. We got him. Don't worry about it, James. I'm good. What a shot.
Okay. I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Probably because my kills keep getting stolen, but I don't know. Oh, come on. God damn it. Oh, now they're all... I can't do shit.
Damn it. We're all here. We're all here. Leave. Leave.
Can they all fuck off? Why are they always on top of me?
Damn.
I'm TPing over here. I don't care.
Need my ult.
She's over here now as well.
Well, that's clones.
No, I got her.
It's coming for you, I think. I think it's coming for you.
Invoker's here now as well. Can he fuck? How's someone? They're all here now. I'm just TP'd away from them.
I'm coming.
This is bullshit. I TP'd away from all of them, and then now they're all here.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The Spirit Breaker can charge across the map. The Nagasaren just has lots of clones, and one of them was already top, which was the Invoker.
Yeah, but he was bot. You TP'd top.
I'm waiting for enough money.
Oh, for fuck's sake, they're all here again. Can they fuck off?
Did you see me kill him though? All I did was press it. All I did was ult him.
Oh, I got... Oh, no, wait, I got one of them, finally, fam. Oh my god, they're killing camps, but they're leaving one left so they don't respawn. No, why's everyone here? Leave me alone. God damn it. There's 3 people in jungle.
Oh god, should not have done that. I should have gone for the Spirit Breaker. God damn it. I fucked up, James. I went for the wrong guy. Yes, go James!
I went big, but I didn't get any kills. People keep stealing my cunting kills. God damn it.
I should have fucking uttered the Spirit Breaker rather than thingy. I went for the Invoker and he walked away. What are we doing? Alright.
Yeah, we're doing alright. Ballas is just bugging me off.
Oh my god, they've not got a single one of their wisdom runes.
Damn. Oh my lord. Gladys just said that we're pulling the game back, but don't let it go to our fat misshapen heads.
Oh, I'm gonna see that. Nice, you've got him. You've got him. Okay, he's at out level.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So Invoker's level 20, but everyone else is like. So the. So that. There we go.
Jump on him! Jump on him! Oh, you little fucker. Wait, I can't use BKB when I'm... Okay.
You gotta use it before.
Chat said I could use it mid.
It depends on what your thingy, but if you're stunned, I don't think it dispels it.
Oh yeah, it's only a basic.
Yeah, it's a basic dispel.
God damn it.
I'll go for this. As if it's worth it or not. Or if it's the right choice.
Whoa, where did bugs come from? Run! Don't matter, I can't run. Go in! Oh, you little prick.
We need like one good fight. If we fight as a team, we can like, I know, we can rinse them.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Should get rinsed.
I TP'd to the middle of nowhere, and for some reason there was Siren waiting for me. Okay, I'm going in. I got stunned, what the fuck?
Where am I? I don't even know where I am.
I killed Invoker.
I killed someone, but I don't know the fuck.
Oh my god, you're going huge. Yes!
On.
Yes. Nice.
Boom! Okay, boom! Told you I'll carry.
I always feel like we do all the work and someone else takes the kills at the end.
I think I got like 2 kills in.
No, Marina took them.
Fucking corner.
No.
I was doing so much. I was doing. I don't know how much that fight she was helping me. I was kind of just.
She just
looking
came
at
in at the end and took it. That's what Dazzle's been doing all game. Oh no, they're coming to kill me again. No way he survives that. Oh, that's bullshit. I killed him! Ha! So you get your prick.
I don't even know what the fuck the Night Siren just did to me. I've tried to ult in and it just glitched.
No!
That's fucking annoying. Literally had that. I can't fucking believe that.
God damn it. That was bullshit.
God, that was... Okay, that was a game we technically... I mean, we should have lost, then we should have won.
Yeah, that was kind of a bullshit game to watch. I just got focused constantly.
That's why though, because I know Huskar, obviously, if you get left to go nuts, then you go nuts.
Yeah.
So, did you pull out some of the things you taught you, Mid?
I
runes and
wiggled
stuff?
the wave. I put a ward down. I
Okay, so you wiggled and warded.
I got the runes at every 2 minutes, kind of.
He was aware of the runes.
That's kind of all he taught us, really, wasn't it?
I know.
Well, what else did he teach us, Sam?
Taught us about the wiggle runes, ganking. You know, you didn't really do that.
I did. I ganked.
Oh well, yeah, to be fair, you can't tell us.
Okay,
We
yeah.
didn't play about-
No, fuck that. They were a lost lane.
We didn't play League. We played Dota.
Fucking wish I was playing League. Okay, bye. Also, like and subscribe, and Discord is in the description. Anything you want to say, Sam?
I'm all good, thanks.
Why don't you and I